Hey guys, it's Jessii Vee. So today is a creepy video, as if that would surprise you guys anyways. I feel like every video is just a creepy video. Today we're going to be talking about things that you would never want to see out your window because, and you know what? I feel like this is a very relatable video because everybody has a window, okay? If you're living in a house that has 0 windows, that's actually in all seriousness not good. You should move. But like 99% of the time, your house has windows. Your bedroom has a window. So these are some of the things that when you look out, you would just never want to see, especially at night. I feel like most of these stories are at night because night just makes everything creepier, you know? But these are all very true stories from people and there's like hundreds, so I'm gonna cover the most creepiest ones today. And if you guys have any experience where you've looked out your window and saw something very unpleasant, please comment it down below because I'm always looking to do subscriber stories, you know what I mean? Also, before I get started, don't forget that I have all of my notification narwhals back in stock, my plushies. So we have the very colorful rainbow one back in stock and we have the mini ones back in stock. So if you are a notification narwhal, it basically means that you have your notification bell on and you are subscribed. That makes you a notification narwhal. So these are back in stock and my website link is down below in the description, and a ton of other things are back in stock like my alien plushies, my planet necklaces, like we stocked. So check out the link down below. Alright guys, so the very first story we're gonna talk about is called A Two-Way Conversation Through a Sewer Gate. Now if you guys don't know what a sewer gate is, have you even seen it? Because when Georgie is talking to Pennywise on the side of the road, they're talking through that sewer gate. It's like a little entryway to the sewer and like it's a creepy place. It's so weird because in my real life, I've actually never seen one of those on my street, like ever. So this story takes place at 2 a.m. It's a guy who's in his bedroom and he looks out of his window and he sees this man walking down the street that doesn't look intoxicated at all. He looks like a totally normal man walking down the street. But then he stops, bends down onto his knees and puts his face right up to the entrance to the sewer. And then he starts having a conversation with the darkness through the grills of a sewer drain. Now, this guy didn't know what this man was saying because obviously if he's up in his bedroom and there's a window in front, all you can see was this man's mouth moving, but you have no idea what he's saying. But it appeared to be a two-way conversation because the man would talk and then he would pause and it was like he was listening to the other person talk and he would like nod his head. He would like do these gestures as he was speaking. And it says that it lasted around 20 minutes, which is insane. Do you know how long 20 minutes is? That's a long time to be talking to a sewer drain. He didn't drop anything down there. He just, when he finished his conversation, he stood up and just continued walking down the road. How eerie is that? Like, is Pennywise real? Because if he is, like, watch out. I don't know, guys. I can't even imagine seeing that at 2 a.m. I feel like I would just like get out my phone and like record it because that's... social media has ruined us. Okay, this next story is called Their Ex Was in the Bushes. Like their ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend. I think this one is about her ex-boyfriend. It says, I was sitting on my bed trying to ignore the text from my ex-boyfriend. And apparently her ex was not a very nice person. It was a very abusive relationship. So these texts went from like super nice, like please answer me, please talk to me. And then when she wasn't responding, it would go to like threats and anger and swearing and insults. So it seemed like this ex-boyfriend was very sporadic and this girl was quite afraid of him. So she was just sitting on her bed watching her phone just get all of these text messages and suddenly she got really fed up. And at this point she was like by her bedroom window just sitting there and she answered him like, please leave me alone. And that is when she heard from outside of her window in the yard the sound of like someone getting a text, like a ding. So she turned around to look and in the darkness, it was her ex-boyfriend staring at her in the bushes, looking up to her bedroom window. And oh my goodness, I can't even imagine. The good thing about this story is that this girl had a husband, so he was there with her, he was protecting her, so she was okay, but like, you've gotta be insane to like have someone broken up with you and then you go and like sit in their bushes. As if that's like a normal thing to do. The next story is called A Wolf on Its Hind Legs. So it's about this person who is 16 years old and once again they're in their bedroom and they look out their window, it's really dark, and and on the road there's like this street light, and the light is shining down onto this large creature. And at first this person thought, oh, it's like a wolf or a coyote or just some wild animal that came from the forest and was for some reason going down the street. But that's when whatever this creature was turned, looked at the guy, and then got up on its hind legs and started just like walking. And then the walking turned into running. And imagine let's say it was a wolf and it got on its hind legs. Excuse me? It says, I spoke with the local DEP the next day, and they said the wolf could have just been injured, but it doesn't really make any sense because when wolves are injured, they probably limp. I don't think they get on their hind legs. Like, I don't think any wolf would ever do that if it was injured. So this next one is called Their Sick Neighbor Visited Their Window Every Single Day. So this one is kind of like a sad story, but I feel like if it happened to me, I would be really, really freaked out, even though I feel bad for this lady. So basically, there's this family who lives in a house, and their neighbor is an old lady who is very, very sick. But basically every day she walks over to their house, and they have like a big window on their main floor, and she'll put both hands on the window and just stare inside their house for like hours, I'm pretty sure it says. And they always go up to her and ask her if she needs help after she's been standing there for a while, and she always just says, no, I'm just looking, and then she walks away. Oh my gosh, it says she stands there for 4 hours at a time. That's insane. Like, is no one taking care of this woman? Like, it almost makes me feel bad. Like, where are her caregivers? Like, what? Help this lady. She did this every day for half a year. And then one day she was gone for a few months, and it says the family started to almost miss her because they were so used to the routine of her coming to their house and just staring at them that when she was gone, it was like this weird loss. So I don't know, that's like a sad but eerie story. And I feel like, I don't know, 80% of these stories are about people who are being stared at from their window. Like strangers who actually go right up to the glass and like will put their forehead on it and stare at people. Like that is like what most of this is. Another one says this girl's sitting in her living room at 1 a.m. and she turns around and she sees this man staring at her through their dining room window. So does this happen often? Because I'm just gonna like board up all my windows. There's a really weird story that also kind of reminds me of the Blair Witch Project, but a little bit nicer, if you will. It's about this girl who went to bed, and when she woke up in the morning, she looked out of her bedroom window, and hanging from all of the trees in her backyard, there were dream catchers that weren't there like the night before. So someone in the night had gone into her backyard and like hung up all of these dream catchers onto the branches. I feel like that would look really like pretty because dream catchers are really pretty looking, but then you have to think like, who was there? Why did they do it? And like the fact that the stranger would have been right by her bedroom window the whole night. Ugh. I really wish that these entries had like pictures with them, because like how cool would it be to see that? This next one is about a mother whose bedroom is on the main floor, so she has a sliding glass door in her room that goes out to the backyard, and for some reason she always sleeps with this glass door open because her cat likes to go in and out of the house. Which, don't leave your door open at night. I don't care if the cat wants to go in and out. Tell the cat to sleep, and in the morning he can go out. Like the door should not be open all night, no. But one night she woke up because there were two men standing in her bedroom with a flashlight pointed at her face, and she was really startled, but then she realized they were two police officers, and they were telling her that there was a man they were chasing and he was on the run, and he jumped over her backyard fence and ran through her house. That's so creepy. Like, this is why. Be safe, guys. Don't leave doors open, okay? Anyways, guys, those are all of the creepy window stories I'm gonna read to you today. If you want to see a part 2 of this video, definitely let me know. But yeah, those are creepy. I think I'm stopping right now because like I'm literally in front of a window and I'm just getting like the chills, so I'm just gonna go and like not read these stories right now. Anyways, guys, I hope you have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!